Since the beginning of human civilization, we have been chasing one invisible force, time. We cannot touch it, cannot see it, but it rules our entire life. When to wake up, when to work, when to pray, plant, harvest, rest, survive, everything depends on time. But thousands of years ago, humans had no watches, no clocks, not even a basic device to measure time. This is the incredible story of how humanity invented the clock. A story that begins long before technology, long before science. A story that begins with the sun, the moon, and the stars. When humans first asked, "What is time?" Thousands of years ago, ancient humans lived by watching nature. They understood mornings by sunrise, nights by darkness, seasons by storms, rains, and snow. But soon they realized something important. Knowing the exact time could save their lives. If they planted crops too early, seeds would die. If they traveled too late, wild animals would attack. If they missed the rising tide, fishermen lost their boats. So humans searched for a way to capture time. And the earliest clock in human history was the sun. The birth of the sundial, 3500 BC. Around 3500 BC, in ancient Egypt and Babylon, people discovered something extraordinary. When sunlight hit an object, it cast a shadow. And that shadow moved, slowly, predictably, hour after hour. This mysterious shadow became humanity's first tool to measure time. Thus was born the sundial. It was simple, a stick placed upright in the ground. As the sun moved, the shadow changed position. For the first time in history, humans could say, "This is morning, this is noon, this is evening." The sundial became the heart of temples, farms, markets, and daily life. But there was a problem. It worked only when the sun was shining. Cloudy skies, rain, storms, night, no sun, no shadow, no time. Humanity needed something better. Water clocks, time that flows, 2000 BC. Around 2000 BC, ancient Egyptians, Indians, Chinese, and Greeks invented one of the most genius machines ever created, the water clock, also called clepsydra. The idea was brilliant. Let water drip slowly from one container to another. Each drop represented a tiny moment of time. Unlike sundials, water clocks worked at night, during storms, inside buildings, in prisons and courts, in temples during rituals. Water clocks even allowed early scientists to measure the length of speeches during trials. Too long, and the water ran out. These clocks helped astronomers track stars, helped kings control their daily schedule, helped farmers plan irrigation. Humanity was getting closer to mastering time. But water flows differently depending on temperature. Hot days made water thinner and faster. Cold nights made it thicker and slower. Time became inaccurate again. Fire and sand clocks, 600 BC to 600 AD. As civilizations grew, new types of timekeepers appeared. Oil lamps as clocks. Ancient Greeks burned oil in lamps with marks on the glass. As the oil level went down, people could measure hours. Candle clocks. In China and England, marked candles burned slowly and evenly. Each mark on the candle was 1 hour. Even though simple, candle clocks worked wonderfully at night. The legendary sand glass, the hourglass. Around the 8th century, sailors created one of the world's most iconic devices, the hourglass. 2 glass bulbs connected by a narrow neck. Sand flowed smoothly from top to bottom. Hourglasses revolutionized navigation. They worked even on a rocking ship where water clocks failed. The age of exploration, the age of Columbus, Vasco da Gama, and Magellan, was possible because hourglasses told sailors how long they had traveled. Hourglasses became symbols of life, symbols of death, symbols of time slipping through our fingers. But humans still wanted something more accurate, something automatic, something mechanical. The birth of the mechanical clock, 1200 to 1400 AD. By the 13th century, European inventors made a breakthrough that changed history forever, the mechanical clock. These clocks used gears, wheels, metal rods, and weights that slowly dropped to keep everything moving. For the first time ever, clocks could tick on their own, without water, without sun, without fire. Cities across Europe began to build giant tower clocks. Their bells rang across towns to announce, time to wake up, time to pray, time to work, time to sleep. People's lives changed forever. Time was no longer natural. Time became mechanical. But these early clocks had no minute hands, only hour hands. Humanity wanted more precision. The revolution of the spring and balance wheel, 1500s. In the 1500s, inventors discovered a brilliant idea. Use a metal spring wound tightly inside the clock. As it slowly unwound, it powered the gears. This invention made clocks smaller, portable, accurate, reliable, and reliable. And finally, humanity created the pocket watch. Kings carried them, merchants carried them, scientists used them for experiments. Time was now personal. But we were still not finished. The pendulum clock, the most accurate clock in history, 1656. In 1656, the genius Dutch scientist Christian Huygens created the world's first pendulum clock. A pendulum swings at a perfect rhythm, left, right, left, right. Every swing is the same length of time. This made clocks 10 times more accurate than any before. For the first time, minutes meant minutes, seconds meant seconds. Pendulum clocks helped map the Earth, helped ships navigate oceans, helped scientists discover gravity and motion. Time became scientific. The race for perfect time, marine chronometers, 1700s. The ocean remained a deadly place. Ships got lost because they couldn't measure time accurately at sea. If they could measure exact time, they could calculate longitude and find their position. The British government announced a huge prize to anyone who could build such a clock. A humble carpenter named John Harrison spent 40 years of his life solving the impossible. He built the marine chronometer, a clock so precise that it changed navigation forever. His invention saved thousands of lives and helped nations explore the entire world. The watch on your wrist, 1800 to 1900s. The 19th and 20th century brought new inventions, factory-made watches, wristwatches for soldiers, railroad time systems, time zones around the world. During World War I, soldiers needed to check time quickly in battle. Pocket watches were too slow, so they tied small clocks to their wrists. The modern wristwatch was born. By the early 1900s, everyone, from businessmen to students, wore watches. Time became fashionable. Electric and quartz clocks, time goes high-tech. In the 1920s, scientists created the quartz clock. Quartz crystals vibrate at a perfect frequency when electricity passes through them. This made quartz clocks extremely accurate, cheap, easy to mass produce. Nearly every digital clock, wall clock, and wristwatch in the world today run on quartz technology. But humanity still had one dream left: perfect time. The modern era atomic clocks. In 1967, scientists invented the atomic clock, which measures time using the vibrations of atoms. These clocks are so precise that they lose only 1 second every 100 million years. They control global communication. They synchronize GPS satellites. They run the internet. They coordinate space missions. Today, the world runs on atomic time. The tiniest moment, the smallest calculation, every digital device you use, your phone, computer, satellite, depends on these ultra-precise clocks. The human journey through time. From shadows on the sand, to water dripping through clay jars, to candles burning in the night, to gears, springs, and ticking pendulums, to quartz crystals, to atoms vibrating in laboratories. The story of the clock is the story of human curiosity. We wanted to understand time. We wanted to control time. We wanted to divide time, measure it, own it. But the truth is, time was always here, silent, patient, endless. All we did was learn to listen to it.